we are headed now to Pavilion, the first place we ever camped on my 650, and it's a lake up on the Whistler Duffy Lake Lillooet Road. Well, hello again, several hours later. We got stuck in a massive traffic jam in West Kelowna on some hellacious road on a Monday in the middle of the day, so it wasn't rush hour. And then we wrapped on over from West Kelowna to Merritt on a very fast road. We were doing some seriously triple-digit speeds with, and the speed limits allow you to do that, with some big company, Porsches and all sorts of things. And wow, this thing can motor at high speed. It loves 5,500 RPM, 6,000 RPM. It loves it. It just hunkers down and goes. Gets into its stride like an antelope. And then we had a nice meal in Merritt, country music capital of this area. I had two iced Americanos and a naughty dessert. It was very, very nice. I feel totally indulged. And now we're heading towards Ashcroft, which is where my wife spent a little bit of her time after she moved from Africa. She went to the Alaskan border and then down to Ashcroft. And so we always like to she likes to see her old stomping ground. Ashcroft's in the middle of the desert. And as you can see, we're 100 kilometers away, but it's already turning seriously deserty. Before then, we'll be going through Logan Lake, which, if my memory serves me correctly, was a massive sort of copper mine place. So anyway, this is the Highway 97C, the only one you want to take out of Merritt. It's nice and curly, you get some wonderful views, and it's a cool 27. Merritt was down at 31, and it's unusually cool for Merritt, but I do notice by the end of the week it's up into the 90s and 100s. Yeah, I'm just taking advantage of this. Got my vents open, and I'm perfectly comfortable. No liner in this Olympia jacket, but the road is just one of these lovely undulating snaky go through the hills, up and down the gullies, round the corners. And unlike Vancouver Island, you do have a little bit of view around the corners. We have trees. You can't really see through a corner. You have to be careful on Vancouver Island. Plus the animal density there is incredible. So we've got clear sides here, and my scan up the side there for any buck waiting to commit suicide is a little easier. Highway 97C, Merritt to Ashcroft. Do it. Lovely jubbly. Round the corners we go. If you undercook it, add throttle. If you overcook it, lean harder. If you really overcook it, expect a brown alert and some sort of miracle. Okay, so we just took a left turn on staying on 97C towards Ashcroft, 60 clicks to go. So we'll wind up quite high now, which is really nice. You get nice and cool. And then as you come down into Ashcroft, it's one of the hottest places around usually. My wife has lots of stories of sleeping on the roof of their house. The dad made a place on the roof they could sleep at night so they could stay cool enough. So way in the distance, I don't know if you can see it, there are these very geometric mountains. They are in fact mines. They've been terrace mining on hills, so terraforming. They were once mountains and hills, and they've been taking copper out of there, and you can see it's all squared edges like steps going up. And last time we came through here, it was absolutely disgusting what they had done to the local lake. It was become a tailings pond. It had signs. It was completely fenced. This thing was massive, many square kilometers. You'll see it. And they had fenced it off with skull and crossbones around it, extremely toxic. And there are all these birds landing in it. I just don't know how people get away with that. There's supposed to be reclamation where they're supposed to, over years, purify, but they've been dumping their tailings, and it's been leaching into a lake and then causing issues for local wildlife. We're getting up quite high now. It's cooling off. It's down to 21 from 31, just like that. And if you look, there's what looks like the White Cliffs of Dover rearing up above a conifer. That's actually all man-made tailings. I know it creates jobs, but can we do it sustainably? I don't know. I've seen all those videos produced by the mining companies where they tell you what wonderful stewards they are and the testing they're doing, but I don't know. We'll see. Highland Valley Copper, yeah, that's actually the company. Big domes there with Canadian flags on. That's actually the company that ran the video. So this is all reclamation, I guess. These hills here, they've reseeded, And I know they have to test the water and see there's not too many heavy metals in it, and that animals are returning, and the animals themselves aren't getting toxic, so they have to take blood tests, etc. Hopefully it's all going swimmingly. I don't know. So I don't know if you can see in the distance, but it's just a slurry of mud over there. That's all mud. Then this is the settling pond, once a lake, and then this is the new stuff they're putting down. Unfortunately, some wild horses are playing in it, and that isn't what you need to be doing. And you saw, I don't know if you saw the sign, wild horses on road. Anyway, they're all down there playing in this toxic crap. I don't know, I can move in, and there they are right there. One of them's on its side, just sort of rolling in it. Shame. There is Ashcroft, the area. The Thompson River's cut its way through. It's super dry and deserty, and it's already getting warmer and warmer as we go down here. They've got runway lanes here for trucks that they have an air brake check station at the top, and the runway lanes, and the trucks will crawl down here in, I don't know what, for them they've got 15 gears. There's another runway lane straight ahead, so you know, if you lose your brakes, you carry straight on up there, and in theory you stop before you tumble off the edge into this guy's field. But there we are coming on to Ashcroft, and you can see how only irrigated areas like that, those areas there, they're green. There's a patch of green there, and then the rest of it is low down, is hot and dry, but it's quite the landscape. You think of Canada and you all have that strange idea that it's super cold. No, this is super hot. 40 Celsius days are not uncommon here in the summer. Cactus, rattlesnakes, you name it, scorpions, they all have them here. Kids all used to cut the tails off rattlesnakes and scare the girls with them in the playground. That's very different from me playing conkers back in England. It's very fertile soil. If you irrigate this soil, you can grow all sorts of things in it. The first settlers came from Cornwall. A lot of this is named after Cornish names, the Cornwalls. And they grew all sorts of fruit and vegetables here. They still do. Peaches, apricots, melons. As we come on down, you're going to see the Thompson River eating its way through the bottom of the valley. The hills on the other side are beautiful in their own way. This is the beginning of a train here. Most of the trains that run through are commercial, and they go on for a long, long time. Can't see the end of it yet. Might as well just turn off. Okay, I kid you not. This has been a good 7 minutes since we turned off. And finally the two pushers come by. There you go. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is a train. And we're going to Ashcroft. It is now getting hot. I can tell you that much. I'm getting hot. My wife says we're going to the grocery store, which is on the left. And then she'll no doubt want to see Tingley Street, which is where she grew up. I'm getting directions now. The Safety Mart. We all want to be safe in the Safety Mart. I can launch myself off the pavement. There's shade down there, the oracle says. There's shade down here, she says. Okay. Well, yeah, for the pillion there is. Outfoxed again. Alright. See you in a bit. So we are entering Pavilion, and it is beautiful here. The road has been magnificent, curling between all of these mountains. It's just one long sweeper after another. This is a well-known road. It goes about 300 kilometers to Vancouver via Whistler and the Coast Mountains, and we're just at the very beginning of it. We're going to stop in a few minutes at Pavilion Campground, Marble Canyon Campground, and then enjoy the rest of it tomorrow. We haven't booked a campsite for tonight, so we're hoping that we get something. Take a look at the other one if you want, just in case.
I like this one better. It's a little more sheltered from the road.
Okay.
Once again, thanks for watching everyone. If this is the first time you've watched, please consider subscribing. I do product reviews, motorcycle reviews, off-road and on-road vlogs, as well as tours. Don't forget to follow me on social media, that's Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, and to like, and especially, I'm begging you here folks, subscribe. This is the BlueMarbleRider, out.